Hello guys, and today we have another top 5 best blasters. Now I'm doing this because I got a few pro blasters which are really good even when compared to other pro blasters. So I'm redoing it as well. I'll be redoing my top 5 favorite blasters probably later on, but still I have to do it since I do have some new blasters. This is way better than the one before, and also it has a bunch more better blasters. Now also I'm not using a mic because well, my voice kind of maxes out. It is a very cheap mic, and also I might upgrade it to a new camera or phone, but I will not be able to use a microphone. So yeah, also this is a bit better. Also, I switched around my setup. Now you see a bit of the screens, but I don't think it's a real big problem, especially when I get the blaster wall. But either way, let's get into it, starting with number 5. And this was already kind of a dilemma because the number 5 and number 4 are kind of interchangeable, but I got them like this, similar to my last episode. The number 5 is the Moto Blitz. It's good. It is a bullpup semi-auto blaster that has an under-barrel air pump shotgun, which means you pump it around 8 times, then you press either one of these buttons and it will shoot any amount of darts you have here, maximum being 6. That's pretty good velocity. This blaster overall is pretty good, although the underbarrel kind of feels squeaky, but the whole blaster is really good. The only reason why it's not in the number 4 spot because it is a bullpup and it is a bit big. But you can interchange this between 5 and 4. In my case I put it number 4 or number 5, and I think it's a really good blaster, and I really do like it. Either way, it's in number 5, and yeah, let's get on to number 4. Before that, I do have to mention that after going over all the blasters, I will go firing test. I'll do the outro and then the actual outro. So yeah, either way, number 4, the Nerf Elite 2.0 Double Punch. This blaster, well, it's good, it's way better. It is not a bullpup and it does not have a thumb hole stock, meaning you can hold it very easily either way you want. It is also a binary trigger blaster, meaning that when you pull the trigger, you fire one dart and you release and fire another, meaning this blaster takes 2 magazines, but if you wanted to, you can also just put in 1 magazine, which is really nice, meaning that even though it has worse performance when being loaded with 2 magazines because it has the same amount of batteries trying to spin a bigger flywheel and fire 2 darts when the Moto Blitz fires only 1. But if you just load 1 mag, you'll get decent performance, with 2 mags having less performance, but this blaster is still pretty good. It feels really nice in the hand and you can definitely use it like out the body or down below. But even though this stock is pretty short, it's going to be perfect for smaller kids. And honestly, even though it's super short, I still like putting it to my shoulder, mainly because I'm pretty thin and flexible, so this doesn't feel uncomfortable to me, even though it does have a pretty short stock. Besides the kind of lackluster performance and a short stock, this blaster is pretty much perfect. If you don't like something like this, you don't have to buy it. But if you feel interested about this, you just might want to buy this blaster, and overall it is really good and one of the best blasters in the Elite 2.0 series. But this is the number 4 spot. Let's get to the number 3 spot. On the number 3 spot, well, we have the Dart Zone Max Omnia. This blaster is really good. Why? Well, basically it's a strife or a regulator that uses a half-length magazine. You can use both Talons, Katana mags or the Dart Zone mags, and it is powered by a rechargeable battery that it is included with it. And that is the rev up. Yeah, pretty good. Now the blaster has select fire, meaning it shoots in both semi. When you pull or hold the trigger, it will fire 1 dart. It has 3-round burst, meaning that if you hold down or press the trigger, it will fire 3 darts. Sometimes it happens to shoot only 2 or 1, but that is very rarely and mainly with heavily used darts. And then you have full auto, which just shoots at around 7.5, 7 yards a second, which is really good. Now it has off, 1 which is semi, 2 which is turn burst, and 5 which is full auto, which is pretty good. Now this blaster does have some latency issues, meaning when you press the trigger and before it fires the dart, there is a pretty big delay. The newer Nitro Shot one fixes that, but because it does have some problems, the flywheel is kind of wobbling out, although it's very easily fixable, and because of the lag, I have to put it at number 3 and not further out, because if it didn't have those problems, this is a pretty compact strike-light blaster that is both select fire, full auto, and shoots at 150 FPS and shoots half range. But either way, if you have the Nitro Shot one, yeah, definitely buy it. This is a great blaster and it's so compact. Now you do also get a stock that is buffer tube compatible, although it is a square buffer tube, so it is not completely compatible, but it is close enough. And yeah, this blaster is pretty great, and it comes with 2 magazines. But yeah, this is number 3 spot. I may move it up if I had the Nitro Shot one. I might get that one, but way later on, because I don't really like getting duplicates when I can get a new blaster. But yeah, this blaster is awesome just because of the form factor and the performance and things you get. But yeah, it's a good blaster. This is the number 3 spot. Now let's get on to the number 2 spot. That being the Dart Zone Max Solo, or Dart Zone Solo. Now this blaster is basically a jolt. Yeah, so you can just pop it down like this, and now it's in your compact size, and you can just put it in your pocket and it's disappeared. You can pop it out, and with this button you can release this, or you can just pull, but it locks up right here. You can flip this down, time it, press this lever up here, pops down the barrel, then load either a full length, although I do not recommend it, or a half length dart down the barrel, which it's only in the barrel, which is a metal barrel, and then you just fire. And it got into the wrong box. But yeah, it shoots pretty hard at around 120, 130 FPS. It's pretty accurate, even though it has a pretty short barrel, and it does not have a scar barrel. But overall, this blaster is super compact. It's super fun to play around with. It just feels great. In my personal opinion, this is my favorite of them all, probably. Even though the Omnia is technically bigger and better, but the Omnia does have some issues. This is probably my favorite, as I said, but this is the best. And this one, although it is really good for $15, it is not the best, because this is the number 2 spot, and at number 1 spot, well, we have the $15 X-Shot Fury X, which is a mag-fed bullpup that is top prime, spring powered, meaning that you just load up a mag in here, you prime it up here, prime forward, fire. The prime is very smooth and easy, even though it's a ratchet prime, but you can remove the ratchet prime very easily. It costs the same price as the Dart Zone Solo. It includes 40 darts and a magazine, and it has amazing ergonomics. The plastic is, while it is a bit cheaper, it is still pretty amazing. And, well, it has slam fire, meaning when you hold down the trigger and prime back, push forward, it will automatically fire, without you needing to then pull the trigger, which does improve your rate of fire very much, even though, because this doesn't have a stock, it does decrease accuracy a lot. But overall, this blaster is freaking amazing. It looks amazing, it gives you 40 darts, it gives you a magazine that is Talon style, and it is pretty decent, and it just feels great, looks great, and it performs pretty goddamn great, and it is even compatible with scars, like the Dart Zone Worker or any other scar barrel, really. So yeah, this blaster is freaking fantastic, and yeah, for the same price as Dart Zone Solo, even though this I like a lot, and if you want something like this isn't this, but this blaster is just better. But yeah, it's good to have options, and well, this is basically the best one. And even though I don't have the A1 Pro X, I think this is better than the A1 Pro X, mainly because it's just cheaper. So yeah, this is basically the best one that I have. The X-Shot Fury X, or the X-Shot Pro Fury X. But yeah, this blaster is freaking fantastic, and I will have a review coming up next week, because there is one before it. But either way, before we get to the firing footage, which I will be doing inside, not outside, because I don't want to shoot this main blasters outside, and I will not be comparing performance, because you can mod any of these blasters, but we'll just be comparing how they function. So yeah, but before that I have to talk about the microphone whole thing. The microphone, firstly, it maxes out on volume, and it's not a good microphone, and it's pretty short. When I'm at this distance, it pretty much is fully expanded, while I can mostly move to here. Like this, although the volume is not consistent, it is pretty much consistent, and I can move anywhere I want. I can move to this wall, I can move around here. And the volume changes, which in some cases is not good, but in reviews, if I want to come up here close, it will actually be a bit more detailed. If I want to make something a bit clearer, or if I just want to come close to the blaster and feel like it's more intrigued and more in detail. Like, because I'm coming closer, you have more detail on the blaster, and I'm also talking a bit more clearly. Or I can just move further away to just seem like I'm shouting, because I am. The whole camera thing I still have to work out, but I will be getting a new phone which has a better camera but no headphone jack, so this is why I'm implementing this. But either way, now let's get to the firing test, but before that, yeah, let me talk about what I will shoot. The Moto Blitz, I'll shoot the included magazine with actual waffle head darts or air pocket darts. Same for the double punch, I'll have the two included magazines, and I'll be shooting at a decent rate of fire which I would use, which balances the performance and rate of fire. The Omnia I will shoot without the stock, because the stock is an attachment, this is a core blaster. I'll be shooting one mag with a few shots of semi-auto, then a few with burst, and then the whole another mag just full auto. The darts on solo, I fire a few darts, probably around 8, just single loading it, because double loading is not the best with this blaster, even though you can do it, but single shots is what it's made for. And then I'll shoot the Fury X with just a single magazine, no slam fire, mainly because I only have one magazine or 3 magazines, which do I have to use on the Omnia, one for this, and slam fire doesn't really change stuff, but really I don't like doing it on camera because, well, it's pretty loud. Either way, I won't be doing slam fire, but if you want to see a more detailed review of any one of these, you can of course go on the review, although I don't have the review for this one. I've done a pretty recent review on each one of these. This review will be coming in around a week. But yeah, let's get to the firing footage. Okay, so we are at the range. I'll be shooting at the pillow. As I said, this is only like 10-15 feet away, so not really doing range or performance, but just how they shoot. Either way, let's go. so now you saw them all firing, and yeah, they are all really fun. The Omnia does have some problems with the flywheels, but they are really not that big of a problem. Either way, I hope you like this video. Tell me if you like these videos, this kind of top 5, 10 or that kind of videos. I'll be mainly doing top 5 as I don't have enough blasters to do top 10s. But yeah, the algorithm kind of likes these videos, and right now my channel is going whoa, okay, kind of a bit down, as most channels do in this time of year. But yeah, I would like to see some more views. Either way, I hope you liked this video. If you did, you could subscribe because, well, so I can start making money to buy more blasters, to review more blasters, and to then buy more blasters, and to be able to show you more blasters. And also to have money. But either way, I hope you liked this video. If you did, you can subscribe, and of course these videos are going to be a bit longer. Either way, do not lengthen it anymore. My name is Nixie, and bye bye.